Hi friends, I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will be discussing the multiple choice questions on the sixth chapter, that is the First War of Indian Independence 1857 of class 10. I hope you have revised the entire chapter. In this video, let's discuss the some multiple choice questions, which is a quick revision for you. So let's start without wasting any time. The very first question is the year of first war of Indian independence is 1757, 1947, 1857, 1799. The answer is option C, that is 1857. Option C is the right answer for this question. Therefore, the year of first war of Indian independence is 1857. The next question is policies like subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse were introduced by. He is asking for whether the subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse were introduced by whom, right? So let's see the option, whether it is British, Portuguese, Mughal or French. See, are the policies introduced by the Britishers. I think you know the subsidiary alliance policy was introduced by Lord Wellesley. In this policy, every ruler in India had to accept to pay a subsidy to the British for the maintenance of the British army. And the doctrine of lapse was introduced by Lord Dalhousie. According to this doctrine, if any Indian ruler dies without leaving a male heir, his kingdom would automatically pass over to the British. Therefore, these two policies helped the Britishers to extend their rule over entire India, and this made many Indians unhappy, and people were also upset with the administration of the British. This unhappiness ultimately erupted in the form of a major protest against the British in 1857. The next question is, Indian historians termed the first war of Indian independence as first Indian freedom struggle, but the English historians termed it as the Sepoy Mutiny, Sipahi Dange. Whether it is a true statement or false statement? Yes, it is a true statement. Therefore, Indian historians always considered that the first Indian War of Independence, that is first Indian freedom struggle, but the Englishmen thought that they are the ultimate power of the world. Therefore, they called it as the Sepoy Mutiny of the India. Therefore, this is a true statement. So let's move to the next question. Due to the development of industrialization in England, the Indian handcrafts and industries diminished and the Indian handcrafts become financially pathetic. He is asking whether this statement is true or false. Look at the statement once again carefully. Due to the development of industrialization in England and the Indian handicrafts, the industries diminished and the Indian handicrafts became financially pathetic. Yes, it is a true statement. Due to the rapid expansion of industries in England, due to the technology, the industries in England are able to produce a lot of goods, and therefore the Britishers tried to import maximum goods from England, and due to this the Indian handicrafts and industries were unable to compete with the industrialized goods. The next question is, English became the language of court and the English judges gave judgments in favor of the English is one of the cause for the first war of independence. He is asking whether it is a true statement or false statement, right? Yes, it is obviously a true statement. This statement we can call it as the administrative failure of the Britishers. Because of this, people did not like the new laws implemented by the Britishers. Therefore, obviously, it is a true statement. The next question is, Satara, Jaipur, Jhansi, Udaipur, and many other states became part of the British Empire because of which policy he is asking. These states like Satara, Jaipur, Jhansi, Udaipur, and many other states become the part of the British Empire because of which policy he is asking. Let's see the options. The very first options are whether it is the subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, Mahalwari system, Diwani rights. Yes, it is because of doctrine of lapse introduced by the Lord Dalhousie. These states became the part of British Empire in India. Ultimately, these steps led to the unrest in the minds of the people of India, where the soldiers of these kingdoms became unemployed and they tried to revolt against the Britishers. The next question is, a rumor spread that the bullets of the Royal Enfield guns were smeared with the fat of pig and cow, camel and cow, dog and cow, and pig and dog. Yes, the correct option is option A, that is pig and, as cows are sacred for Hindus and the pig was prohibited in Muslims community, therefore it ultimately led to the beginning of the mutiny. The next question is, the famous Barakpur soldier who revolted against the British officers during 1857 was. He is asking for the one famous rebellion of Barakpur who revolted against the British officers during 1857. That is Sangoli Rayana, Hyder Ali. The next question option is the Tipu Sultan and Mangal Pandey. Guess what is the answer? Yes, it is none other than the Mangal Pandey, who belongs to the Barakpur army, and he revolted against the British officers during 1857 when he was allowed to use the bullets of the guns which were smeared with the fat of cow and pig. So let's move to the next question. Who was the assistant of Nana Sahib of the Kanpur? Whether it is Sangolli Rayana, Tatya Tope, Tipu Sultan, and Mangal Pandey. Yes, he is none other than the Tatya Tope. That is, Tatya Tope was the assistant of the Nana Sahib of Kanpur. Therefore, option B is the right answer. These two people played a very important role in the mutiny of 1857. The next question is, the Jhansi Queen who provided the leadership to the revolt 1857 was. He is asking for the name of the Jhansi Queen, whether it is Channamma or option B, that is Vanake Obawa, or it is Padmavati, or whether it is Rani Lakshmi Bai. Yes, she is none other than the Jhansi Queen Rani Lakshmi Bai, who provided the leadership to the revolt of 1857. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Rani Lakshmi Bai captured which place from the British? He is asking for the place which was captured by the Rani Lakshmi Bai, whether it is Gwalior or Delhi or Mumbai or Kolkata. Yes, that place was Gwalior. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Rani Lakshmi Bai captured Gwalior from the Britishers. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Soldiers from the Meerut declared who as the Emperor of India. He is asking, during the war of 1857, soldiers declared whom as the Emperor of whole India, whether it is Sangoli Rayana, Hyder Ali, or Tipu Sultan, or Mughal King Bahadur Shah II, second Bahadur Shah II. Yes, it is none other than option D, that is Mughal King Bahadur Shah II, as declared as the Emperor of India during the First War of Indian Independence 1857. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Soldiers from the Meerut declared Mughal King Bahadur Shah as the Emperor of India. In this question, he had given three statements for main causes for the first war of independence, Indian independence. That the first one, the situation of Indian soldiers in the British Army was very pathetic. As it is a true statement, Indian soldiers have the status, salary, and promotion prospectus than that of British soldiers. It is a wrong statement. Indian soldiers don't have this statement or facilities. The next statement is, the pressure put on the Indian soldiers for overseas work triggered the resentment among them due to their religious beliefs. As it is a correct statement. Let's see the options. Only 1 and 2 are correct, only 2 and 3 are correct, only 1 and 3 are correct, or all of the above statements are correct? Yes, it is option C, that is 1 and 3 are correct, and second statement was wrong. Therefore, option C is the right answer. See, such type of questions are very rare for 10th class students, and this is very important from competitive examination point of view, like railways and SSC. Next question is, he is asking for the main causes for the failure of the first war of Indian independence. The very first statement is, this war did not cover every part of India. Yes, it is a true statement, and this war was mainly concentrated on the issues of the rights of the kings and queens rather than liberation of the country. Yes, this is also the true statement, and this war was a planned mutiny. There were many expected results. This is a wrong statement, as this war was an unplanned mutiny and there were many unexpected results. Therefore, option statement 3 was wrong. He is asking for the correct statement. See the options: only 1 and 2, only 2 and 3, only 1 and 3, and all of the above statements are correct. Yes, only 1 and 2 are correct, and third statement was wrong. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Again, this is a difficult question for the 10th class students, and this is such type of questions are asked in UPSC examination and KPSC examination. The next question is, why the farmers participated in the first war of Indian independence? Because of the Jamindari system, the farmers were exploited by the Jamindars. The second option, land tax collection rights were awarded to talukdars were withdrawn. Yes, this is also the true statement. By Inam commissions, Inam lands were withdrawn from the farmers. And the fourth statement option is, all of the above statements are true. Yes, option D is the right answer. All the three options are the reasons for the farmers to participate in the first war of Indian independence. Therefore, option D is the right answer for this particular question. So let's move to the next question. What was the immediate cause for the mutiny of 1857? That is the first war of Indian independence. Whether it is option A, that is by Jamindari system, the farmers were exploited by the Jamindars, land tax collection rights were awarded to talukdars were withdrawn, by Inam commission, Inam lands were withdrawn, or option D, that is the bullets of the Royal Enfield guns were smeared in the fat of a pig and cow. See, if in the question immediate cause for the mutiny is there, then option D is the right answer, and the first three statements or options are related to the farmers participation, but immediate cause was the option D, that is the bullets. That is, therefore, option D was the right answer. The next question is, please try to remember these points, that is reasons for the failure of the mutiny. Yes, the first point for the failure of the mutiny was, there was unity in the Britishers, but there was no unity at all in the Indian soldiers. The second reason was, the mutiny lacked direction and leadership. There were no leaders to take the mutiny into a proper direction, and the soldiers also lacked discipline and organizing skills. The Indian soldiers don't have fixed strategies, and they don't plan any things, and soldiers also lack skills. Therefore, this is also one of the main reason for the failure of the mutiny, and many of the Indian kings extended their loyalties to the Britishers and did not support the freedom fighters of the India. And the next reason for the failure of the mutiny was the plundering and crimes done by the Indian soldiers led to lose the faith of the common people on the Indian independence war. That is the first Indian independence war, right? See, the plundering and other crimes committed by the sepoys of India made them to lose the faith of common people on them, and this was the main reason for the failure of the mutiny. Please try to remember these points in mind. So that's all about the multiple choice questions of this chapter. So if you found this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe the channel. So my dear friends, work hard. Ultimately, hope and belief in you will take you forward. So thank you once again.